Party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show, the Mothership Studio 22. We are in rare form on a Tuesday. Lisa Page made me do it. Puppet Master Mark, the perfectionist. Candice the Queen, the Ethiopians. Hot News Natalie Jennings, and of course, Party Foul Steve. Just waiting to say something stupid. I can't wait to hear what it's going to be, too. Hey, guys, real quick, I want to tell you, people were asking, a lot of people were asking, and I want to make sure that you know. We got a couple of things coming up. We've got this Friday night, Oklahoma City, National Cowboy Hall of Fame, and Heritage Museum. They got an incredible little theater there. Seats about 1,000 folks. I think socially distanced. We have about 500 seats.
That's a lot
there for that. So it'll be a good show. That's this Friday, April 23rd. Then on the 29th, we're going to be in the Woodlands, Texas, back at Dosey Do's. I've never not had a sold-out show there, so get your tickets today. April 30th, San Angelo, Texas. May 15th, Beaumont, Texas. May 27th, we're going to be in Forest, Mississippi, which is on the east side of Jackson. I've been talking about Jackson. And then we're going to be in Birmingham, Alabama. Actually, we're going to be in Pelham, which is right outside of Birmingham, May 28th. And June 4th, Arlington, Texas, Arlington Music Hall.
That's going to be the biggest show of the tour.
This year, yeah.
Yeah, the local one, yes.
I hope
Big.
so.
You remember that last show you came to?
Yeah, it was lit.
Yeah.
Lit.
Yeah, and we'll have the Ragamuffins there for that. Ragamuffins will be at a few of those shows.
Yeah.
So come on, rock and roll. Watch Chad.com is where all the fun stuff is. And I had an engaging conversation with an internet troll recently who told me that I need to stick to comedy, you carpetbagger.
Wait, what?
Stay out of politics. And it's interesting as you see more and more emerge with these polls, like, for instance, with Matthew McConaughey and Greg Abbott. I promise you Greg Abbott is not happy about this poll being just slathered all over the media. And let me tell you, everybody's jumped on the bandwagon with this poll, and they're all talking about this. And I know because everybody's tagging me in these social media posts about Matthew McConaughey. And I love the comments when people say, he just needs to stick to acting. Listen, the logic in that is it's so false. It's so wrong. Literally anyone who is a citizen of the United States has the right to be involved in the political process. They have the right to be a representative of their people who vote them in. If you qualify, and what does that mean? You're over the age of 35, you've lived in the state 5 years, you can run for governor of Texas. That's the only qualifications there are. That's it.
Throw him a hat in the ring.
Do it, Steve.
I mean, look at our president.
The more, the merrier.
Right.
Well, this guy, a lot of
it.
people said Trump. Well, what about Trump? And, of course, this internet troll said, yeah, but he had 40 years of international business dealings. Chad just makes silly videos on YouTube. I want people to underestimate me. I want them to underestimate me. We're meeting with experts. You know what an expert is?
It's a former drip under pressure.
Well, it's a X is any odd number, and a spurt is a drip under pressure. So I've been meeting with all the drips under pressure. Or they say, is anybody 40 miles from home with a briefcase? But no, seriously, some really smart men and women. We're meeting on, there's about 12 issues that I think really, really matter to Texans, and that's what we're dealing with. Each one of those, I'm bringing in subject matter experts on these topics, and they're educating me because you don't know what you don't know. I know a lot, but there's a lot I don't know, right? So that's what we've been doing. So bring it on, trolls. Underestimate me. I would love to be in a debate with Matthew McConaughey.
Please, Lord, make that happen. Please.
I would love, and I got nothing against Matt. Obviously, that's the beauty of politics. We make it ugly, right? People make it ugly. Politics doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't have to be that way. Just get on the issues, debate the issues, be strong about it. It doesn't mean you have to hate the person, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing like that. I don't have any animosity for Greg Abbott. I'd love to debate Greg Abbott. I would love. There's issues that are there I want to bring up. Steve, don't even. Don't even, dude.
Steve wants to
Not gonna do it.
debate.
Don't do it.
Well, I feel like with Matthew McConaughey with a script, he's a great debater. I mean, I saw him in A Time to Kill. I just don't know that if he's ready without a script to debate.
Well,
saying
he
he's
has
not
that
a
way of
master
saying
debater.
things that he, like everything he says is profound, right?
He might go low though and try to hit you with like rumors and stuff and be like, "From what I hear, Chad, you're all right, all right, all right."
Yeah. And he would be right. He would be right. That's a candidacy endorsement
I worked on
I
that
could
joke
get
for
behind.
5 minutes and one person laughed. Thank you, Lisa.
Exactly.
No, just be prepared though. If you debate him, you will be in a cloud of diffused oils. It could be
Yeah.
like patchouli, frankincense, like, yeah.
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 Oh, gosh. Let's
You'll
sell
be-
something, Candace.
yeah.
All right. In 2020, over 8 million guns were sold. That's combined with the efforts to defund the police and rising crime. It's driven the cost of ammo through the roof. Every time I pull the trigger, I hear cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Many Americans have stopped training with their firearms altogether because it's just too dadgum expensive. That's why iTarget was invented, to give law-abiding citizens a cost-effective way to train in the safety and privacy of their own home. You don't have to worry about inconvenient trips to the range or expensive practice ammunition. Just download iTarget Pro's proprietary app. Load the laser bullet into your firearm and start your training experience. Dry fire training is going to help you develop muscle memory, sharpen target reaction speed, sight alignment, trigger function, and more. iTarget comes in all the major calibers, including .223 for your AR, so you can stay sharp with almost any firearm you own. Today, you can save 10% plus. Get free shipping with offer code CHAD, I spell it Chad, at checkout when you go to itargetpro.com. It's the smartest way for you to practice, and it pays for itself in a day. It's the letter I, targetpro.com. Use offer code CHAD. We'll be right back. Can anybody in the room tell me one single campaign issue that Greg Abbott has ever run on and stuck his neck out for?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just, can you name one? Can you name one? Candace?
Oh, well, the not turning Texas into California. Oh, crap. Never mind.
yeah.
No,
Huh?
not a single one.
Nope, not a single one. I can name one, and that is the pre-K bill that he was pushing. Really, his wife was pushing that. But there's not a single one because he doesn't do it.
Because he folded on
Politics
COVID.
is-
He folds a lot.
Yeah, politics as usual. What we're playing in Austin right now. I just want to say that. Just want to put that out there and make sure, because I keep reading these things. I go in the comments, people are like, Abbott's doing a great job. He's not doing anything. He's saying some great things now that he realizes it's popular to say those things, but he's not doing the things. Anyway, they don't like
Matthew
me pointing
McConaughey
those
says, "Thank you for reminding everybody about Greg Abbott failing."
out. About what?
Greg Abbott not doing well.
Yeah.
Because, he'll be our next governor.
There you go. Post-pandemic spending spree has begun.
I was very far ahead of that curve.
You were way ahead of that one, weren't you?
Posers.
Champagne, skirts, and shaving kits are some items that have sold at higher rates in recent weeks. Retail sales rose 9.8% in March as consumers got their stimulus checks. That's the deal. Give me my stimmy, Joe. COVID-19 vaccinations also helped that. People are making plans. There was just nothing to buy stuff for aside from the comfort gear like sweats and what you would wear when you're working out on your Peloton this past year. So it really does mark a shift. People are buying champagne. Party Foul Steve's house has always got champagne.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
It'd be popping over there.
Got a lot. Yep, there you go. With each day, Americans are getting COVID-19 vaccines. As spring temperatures warm up, many parts of the country, consumers are booking plane trips, hitting the mall, or watching a movie in a theater again. You know who's not? This guy right here.
I was going to say, I'm going on a plane for the first time next month. I haven't been on a plane since October of 2019.
Oh.
Wow.
We normally do 200,000 miles a year in the air. We've barely flown at all this year.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't.
I just can't deal with the mask.
Nope.
Crazies.
Just pray for me at that flight because I might kill someone.
Yeah.
I might jump a flight attendant.
Yeah, everybody's getting those vaccines, man. making everybody confident. But you got to wear your mask, especially if you're in Oregon. Don't forget, Oregon wants to make sure that masks stay forever.
Yeah.
They're trying to pass that legislation. I mean, that's one way to just make sure nobody ever moves to your
Exactly.
state.
That's one way to get your residents to move out. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, and Oregon's a beautiful state.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful state.
Who is for that? Living there? Who's
I
actually
told you,
into
ugly
this?
people.
I met some really great people at a political event on Saturday who had just moved to Texas 3 months ago, and they moved here from Seattle, and they said, we can't tell you how happy we are to be in Texas. And they came here to make sure, they told me, they said, we're here to make sure Texas stays red.
Yeah.
I said, good for y'all.
And I'm your
Americans.
guy. Vote for
Yeah.
Chad Prather
Oh,
2020.
then I got on stage, man. I got on stage and I wowed them.
Yeah.
I wowed them. I mean, just my prowess.
They were just
I'm like just a panther, just walking through the cliffs, man, just striking. I'm a political panther, Chad Panther.
I like it.
Chad Panther.
That's what we're gonna do. Chad
You whip 'em
Prather, the
hard.
political panther.
Okay.
You're literally gonna have a T-shirt that has a button to push so it makes the noise.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my new We're gonna do a commercial. We're gonna put it out there. Chad Prather, political panther.
I love it.
That's it, man. When I get on that stage and I come alive,
Yeah.
McConaughey doesn't have a chance.
Oh, let's get this debate sealed and
That's
locked
right.
and loaded. Let's
Gonna
go.
go out to my AIR stream.
Oh,
Make you a margarita strong enough and knock him hard.
you could make some money. You charge admission for that? Pfft, people would pay.
Yeah. Me and McConaughey. Him looking all svelte, me being skinny fat.
No, more like him looking all greasy.
Yeah. Smelling like patchouli oil.
Yeah, smell like a big
Yeah.
fat bath bomb.
Millennials can finally afford home ownership, causing a shortage. Millennials are able to buy houses more, but now there's a shortage of starter homes. So close yet so far for these kids. I mean, these kids can't catch a break.
They really can't.
And prices are only going up.
Yeah.
No chance.
Mark Caddish, you gonna buy a home one day? I wish that you could.
Yeah, it's actually like super hard right now for people who want to buy their first home because
Yeah.
literally
So
Californians
competitive.
are buying everything up right now.
Yeah. Well, that Dogecoin's going to enable you to buy whatever you want. Whatever you want. You get out of Doge? Candace, did you get out of the Doge?
I have a little bit left.
Okay.
I'm hanging on.
Hang on to it. According to recent findings by investment bank Jefferies, younger millennials between 25 and 29 are increasingly buying their first pads, and 30 to 34-year-olds are doing so at even higher rates. But there's not enough starter homes available. Sucks to be y'all.
Just keep living with your parents. It's fine.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, U.S. West prepares for possible first water shortage declaration. Lake Mead, near the Hoover Dam that impounds Colorado River water at the blah, blah, blah in Arizona, they're saying the reservoir could drop so low it might not be able to generate electricity at Hoover Dam.
Nothing surprises me. Nothing.
Screw it all.
Whatever.
Take us back into the dark ages,
right.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Just run a water pipeline from those glaciers that are melting.
Can't do that.
Yeah, it's okay. How dare you?
Can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, man-made lakes that store water supplying millions of people. They're going to shrink to historic lows in the coming months, dropping. Look, man, we don't have water.
That's Trump's fault. All the lakes going, they're draining. Trump's fault.
Yeah, our pets' heads are falling off. George's balls are so big that it looks like he's got 6 legs.
That's right.
That is the ugliest animal.
Nothing will happen to his balls.
That is the ugliest animal.
He's so ugly. He's cute.
He's not.
Be nice about it.
He is a hairless guinea pig.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
weird.
He has like,
Pubic hair on his nose.
that's exactly, I was
Groucho
just going to
Marx.
say, that's it.
Disgusting.
Very wiry.
China is putting weapons into space.
Trump's fault.
240 nukes in North Korea the next couple years. We're screwed.
We got Elon Musk providing Wi-Fi to everybody on the planet.
Yeah.
Stu saw that.
He's
You know
driving that
line?
Dogecoin
yeah.
up too, though.
That coin's going up because of Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago, we were outside and the kids and Stu saw that it had to have been Elon Musk's like little light up Wi-Fi thing because in one of the Instagram Dallas TV, stories, somebody else saw it too.
Like in the sky?
Yes.
Yep.
Like a UFO?
Yeah, like
Probably just
6
aliens.
white lights in a row.
Yep.
And that's Elon Musk just giving everybody the Wi-Fi.
There you go.
That's
It was
right.
probably
God
just
bless you.
aliens. That's the less exciting story these days for whatever reason.
Seriously.
We really are going to have to move to Mars.
We really are.
It would be better
you know
than
why?
here.
Walgreens mistakenly injects saline instead of COVID-19 vaccine.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a problem.
I mean,
Wow.
probably
the effective
safer.
rate might be the same. though.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, they gave saline to a limited number of people that were impacted by the mix-up. This was in Charlotte, North Carolina. Those who received saline instead of COVID-19 shot were contacted to reschedule their appointments. So I can't with this crap. This world. Let me off, Jesus. I mean, do y'all think there's an afterlife? I mean, are we pretty solid on that? Because I'm ready to skip.
No, I feel good. I feel good about it.
Pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Author claims woke culture infecting our schools amid dad's viral letter. Here you go. This guy, I'm not even going to try to say his name. Author of Woke Inc. Let me try it. Vivek Ramaswamy.
Nailed it.
He argues critical race theory could have legal repercussions and discusses the difference between education and indoctrination. He's assailed for growing wokeness that he said is infecting schools after this dad decided not to enroll his daughter in an elite Manhattan prep school due to its focus on race. They're trying to brainwash kids with woke philosophies rather than teaching them how to think on their own. Attack the school's cowardly and appalling lack of leadership for appraising an anti-intellectual, illiberal law. So basically, what he said was diversity is a good thing when it's about the diversity of thought. But today what's happening, especially in our schools, is we have taken this notion in the name of diversity. We have sacrificed true diversity itself. We've also sacrificed the idea of excellence when we've gotten rid of excellence. I think our schools are going down the tubes. Woke culture used to be about challenging the system, and that was okay maybe 20 years ago. But today it has become the new system. It is infecting our schools. It's affecting our culture. And in my opinion, what we're seeing from a lot of these schools is actually downright illegal, and he called on more parents to stand their ground on growing woke culture in schools. I wrote a book called Am I Crazy? Josh Jennings had a hand in that. Let me tell you something.
2 hands.
It is an unapologetic patriot takes on today's woke culture. You need to get it. And my name is easier to say than Vivek Ramaswamy. Yeah. There you go.
Good. More parents should do that. If that's happening in your school district. Peace. I'd be getting a pod going. If my kids were at a public school and this wokeness was happening, let's get a pod.
Did you see where they're having the Vatican has invited like Chelsea Clinton and oh my gosh, all these woke mob
I was gonna say
crazies.
The progressive left.
Yeah. I mean all these it's like Satan himself is coming to lecture at the Vatican. And why?
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing, Lisa? What are we doing?
Nothing phases me anymore.
Nothing.
Like nothing surprises me.
Pretty solid on that afterlife?
I feel good about it.
Feel good about it? Yeah. We might all have to find out here pretty soon.
We will.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm just going to go on a spending spree. Or start buying champagne and shaving kits and skirts. We went over to Happy Tie the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when we went? Is it
That was
Yummy
good.
Tie or Happy
Yummy
Tie?
Tie.
Yummy tie.
Yummy tie.
Yummy Tie. I don't know why I call it Happy Tie.
It makes
'Cause
you
it
happy.
makes you happy.
It does, but it's such good food over there, and even their prices have gone up by $1.
And they announced
everything
it.
over there. They raised by
They said
$1.
it.
Really?
They on the
Right on
table.
the
It
table.
said
It did?
Yeah, see that's the thing. You know why? Because people are spending their money again.
Well, you know where we're all spending our money? At the gas pump.
Thank you, Joe Biden.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Per process, $1.
Come on, Dogecoin. Get me out of here, Dogecoin. I'm going to move to Portland. I'm going to move to Oregon so I can wear a mask forever. Just keep it on. Just
Yeah.
be incognito.
Right.
Be living way out in the mountains.
Nobody will
somewhere.
bother you.
Yeah. Just me and my Dogecoin.
And your mask.
And I'm gonna get a new dog named Doge.
Doge and Dolly. Dolly will love that.
I don't even know how you say Doge, or if it's Dogie or Doji or whatever it is. Doge, yeah.
Is it
Doji the doggy? What we're gonna have.
Doji and Dolly?
There you go.
And if people can't find you in the woods, you just play the.
Yeah.
Well, it's when they least expect it.
People don't find him; he finds them.
When they least expect it, I come out of the tree and I go.
That's it. Just like that with the hand motion.
You got a paw. Sex Panther.
Sex Panther.
Chad Prather. Panther. Political Panther.
Chad Panther.
Political Panther.
Panther.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Hey, violent crime, it's on the rise. Demonstrators burning down buildings, looting businesses, threatening people's lives. You got criminals who are getting that get out of jail free card because of COVID, and they're talking about defunding the police. Riot season is back in gear, folks. No wonder people are purchasing guns like never before. They need to be prepared. You need to be prepared for you and your family's safety and security. The need for it has never been greater. That's why U.S. Law Shield is there for you. They keep their members informed about the ever-changing state and federal gun laws, and as a member, you'll learn how you can lawfully defend yourself and your family. Just cost you $10.95 a month. Get immediate 24/7, 365 access to attorney-answered emergency hotline through an emergency hotline, and you won't pay a penny in attorney fees if the nightmare of a self-defense scenario ever happens to you. Now, U.S. Law Shield, they're not a law firm. They're underwritten by a third-party insurer, and in many states, state law and insurance regulations will apply. You got to see the website for the applicable underwriting company and terms of coverage. Call 833-8-GUN-LAW. That's 833-8-GUN-LAW, or visit uslawshield.com/Chad for a special radio offer. You're going to feel better having U.S. Law Shield on your side. 833-8-GUN-LAW or uslawshield.com/Chad. We'll be right back. Chad, if you plan a serious run at governor, you best start a serious run around this state, getting your platform out here and grow vocal support, because as of now, Mr. Idiot, all right, is in the lead, and he's nothing more than a left wingnut pothead.
I like that guy. Send this guy a T-shirt.
And he's not even running.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. My point being, you'll have to do the pavement pounding 3 times harder as the Republicans' money goes to incumbent, and Mr. All right will get the big money from Austin and Hollywood, plus media will cover those too. And this person said, "Gee, it, Chad, get your shit together."
These people are so passionate about their candidate.
I know. I've been in 25 counties in the last couple of months.
I was just going to say, do they not pay attention?
I can only be in one place at a time, folks. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how people think you're supposed to be. When are you coming to the Valley?
That's like you've literally been in every city. Every time we talk to you, you're going somewhere else.
I know.
Not just even at night. You're traveling all over even during the day.
That's right. Multiple events a day. We are actually, setting, my goal is to hit every county in Texas. 254 of those folks.
How many counties have you been to so far?
Well,
54.
Specifically with the campaign intentions, 25.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So we got a long way to go. But I don't have the money behind me that a lot of these candidates have, right? I just don't have that. I don't have the big money backers.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is grassroots as it gets, right? But when I get on that stage, it's insane.
That's right.
Man. It's like money just starts pouring in, like tens and tens of dollars. It's crazy. And by the way, folks, it doesn't matter where you are in the country, you could still donate to this campaign.
Yeah.
See, that's the beauty of state elections. And guess what? There's no limit. Give it. Bring it on.
Feel generous. And, especially if you're thinking about moving to Texas.
See, there's a
go
limit
ahead
on
and donate.
federal donations, but there's not on state.
But donate. Because if you're going to come to Texas, you're doing yourself a favor by electing this guy right here.
And donate regardless, because this is just the governor of Texas now, but who knows?
I know. You
when
could
the
be
panther prowls.
Yep.
you never know when I might just go to the White House
That's right.
I can't wait for that day.
and just suddenly the Panther's in the White House.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet I don't have a problem getting that bar stocked.
You'll be walking in with bags of alcohol.
I know.
What's up?
Somebody said that they've changed their mind on me because last week's episode I was for legalization of marijuana. I was for casinos in Texas, and I berate Christians.
Oh, and how about opening liquor stores on Sundays?
Yeah.
Before noon.
They didn't like that, huh?
Nope. Apparently I was berating Christians.
Well, they're no longer watching, so
I was on the fence, and that made me go the other way.
And there's the thing he's gonna say.
What I said was I wouldn't oppose those things. I wouldn't oppose those things. People have to understand, the governor does not do the legislation.
Right.
The legislators do that. Like, we just passed House Bill 1927, which for constitutional carry, and people keep going, well, we got constitutional carry now. No, you don't.
Right.
It passed in the House. Now it goes to the Senate. And then from the Senate, it goes to the governor. The governor can either ratify it or veto it. I'm serious when I say we've really got to get back to teaching civics in our schools. We got to. The fact that we are already electing Matthew McConaughey when he hasn't even announced that he's going to run.
it just sounds like to me a lot of people slept through government class like I did.
Well, because you don't ever think it matters, right?
Yeah.
People don't think it matters. It ain't going to affect me. I'm not going to do any of this stuff. But you never know. You just never know. At some point in time, you might have to step up and embrace your destiny. And I keep telling folks, you better hope I stay in this race a long time. Because right now, I got the rules. If I were out of this race and you get Citizen Prather, holy crap, I'm coming at you. I am going to expose so many things that are happening in our state government that is insane. There are things that I will not say. I could say them now, but now's not the time.
No.
There are things that are happening that will blow your mind. It's so disgusting.
How about a tell-all book? If we,
I was sitting there. I was making my bed yesterday. I was putting the sheets back on the bed. Because don't ask how they got ripped off. But I was putting the sheets on the bed.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there thinking, I really should be keeping a daily memoir of everything that I'm dealing with right now. Things that people are saying to me. Just things. Just release this thing as, Am I Crazy Part 2? The campaign trail.
Behind the scenes
You
of the
open up the
campaign
book,
trail.
that's what you hear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like those cards that you open up and there's already the song in there. That's it. Yours will be a
Gotcha.
book. Sucker.
I really should be writing a book about this because it's crazy what's going on. And here's the thing. The political operatives that are out there, they want me to spend like $30,000 to put a poll out that would basically ask 600 people if I should run for governor based on certain issues. And I'm like, I put a post out on social media and 10,000 people respond to it for free.
Right.
For free. But see, they want you to play that game.
Yeah, part of that game's paying their buddy that runs the poll.
Exactly.
So
That's 100% right. I mean, talk about pissing your money away. That's the problem with politics now. They think that you just throw around these numbers and it's like, here, let's just spend this on this. And that's what's wrong. Where was that article? Let me see if I can find it for you real quick. This article right here. Ooh, come here. Where are you at? I am going through it.
Come on.
Oh.
Use your magical whip.
Oh, come on. Here it is. This is TexasTribune.org. A $5.5 billion shift in who pays for public education in Texas. It's an old and bittersweet story in Texas. Property values rise, local property tax revenue rises, and the state government spends less on public education. Fast rising property values in Texas can be hard on local taxpayers, but they're gravy to the state government. because the way public schools are funded, a rise in local property tax revenue means the state doesn't have to send as much money to local school districts. The schools would get the same amount as before. It's not a budget cut, but the money that might have come from the state comes instead from local school property taxes. This year, that amounts to $5.5 billion, most of it from property value increases. About 21% of that amount, $1.2 billion, comes from what the Legislative Budget Board called lower than anticipated average daily attendance rates, increased non-general revenue funds, blah, 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 federal coronavirus aid relief and economic securities act funding. In plain language, that's a drop in the average number of students that school funding is based on money that comes from sources other than state taxes and money from first round of federal COVID-19 relief. They're skimming from the pot is what that says, right? The state is skimming from the pot of money that was supposed to go to public education. $5.5 billion. The money's still going to public education, but the amount the state would have sent is being reduced by the same amount, freeing the state to use the money it would have used on schools on some other part of the government. And people want to tell me that we can't reduce property taxes? It's not being used, not for the right thing. So there we are. Could the stock market be on the verge of historic gains? Yes, according to Carnivore Trading, who spotted several key indicators, but the biggest profits will come in sectors even Wall Street experts are going to miss. Carnivore Trading is an elite squad of strategists who influence major Wall Street investors. And when you subscribe to Carnivore, you'll receive real-time text alerts of explosive trades they're making for their elite clients. You can mirror their trades with your discount broker or pass. But why would you pass when their trades routinely crush the S&P 500? And they guarantee you'll earn 5 times your monthly subscription or double your money back. 5 times your monthly fee just by mirroring their trades. The market looks to be on the verge of a massive upswing, so get off the sidelines and mirror Carnivore's trades. And right now, you'll get 2 weeks free. Visit getourtrades.com and use promo code CHAD. I spell it Chad. That's getourtrades.com, promo code Chad. See website for guaranteed terms and conditions. Past performance not a guarantee of future earnings. We'll be right back. Man, you start reading through some of these articles, and our friends over at Texas Scorecard, they write some good stuff over there. Mm-hmm. They really expose some of the crap that's going on in our state. And but Congress allocated $19 billion in federal stimulus money to Texas public education, but schools have yet to see an extra dime. $19 billion allocated federal stimulus money. 3 federal stimulus packages passed during the pandemic included more than $19 billion for Texas public schools, but state leaders have yet to distribute most of the money.
So what's taking them so long?
Local districts say they need it to cover pandemic-related costs. For more than a year, the federal government has been pumping billions of dollars into school districts across the country to help them meet the demands of the pandemic. Most states have used that pot of stimulus funds as Congress intended, buying personal protective equipment for students and teachers, laptops for kids learning from home, improved ventilation systems for school buildings to prevent virus transmission, and covering for other costs. But in Texas, the great state of Texas, local schools have yet to see an extra dime from the more than $19 billion in federal stimulus money given to the state. After Congress passed the first stimulus bill last year, officials used the state's $1.3 billion education share to fill other holes in the state budget, leaving public schools with few additional resources to pay for the costs of the pandemic. They're going to do now educators and advocacy groups are worrying that the state's going to do the same thing with the remaining $17.9 billion in funding for Texas public schools. But let's keep taxing the hell out of everybody with their property taxes and say, well, it's for education. Mm-hmm. For education. There's $17.8 billion sitting out there untouched. $17.9 billion. Yeah. So Spokesperson for Governor Greg Abbott told the Texas Tribune that state leaders are waiting for more guidance from the U.S. Department of Education before opening the spigot and letting billions flow down to school districts. I can't with this. It's kind of stuff that just irritates me.
That's so
Waiting.
salty.
For
This-
the
this-
government.
Waiting?
This is the stuff that irritates me. And we just sit back and say, oh, but they're doing such a great job in Austin.
We need to fix our roads and our freeways.
What is it I said yesterday? It smells like fellatio in
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. People are like, that's so crude. Well,
It's the truth. Unapologetic. Sorry, not sorry, bitches.
yeah. You know why? Because it sucks. It's terrible, Jennings, this
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, I moved here to get away from bad government, and it looks like I moved into a hornet's nest.
Yeah, it's a bad deal.
Fix it.
Fix it, Texas. Fix it or text it.
Fix it by electing Chad Prather for governor.
Listen, I say it over and over again. Look,
I'm not good at that.
Prather2022.com. I love this state. I do. I want this state to run right. But government has gotten so big. We don't conserve anything anymore. And we don't in the U.S. We're not in this state. We're not conservatives. I do hate this two-party system that we live in where and the two-party system is just made to keep us in line, right? We don't really have freedom. We don't have options. We don't have and so now everybody's like, well, you've got to run as a Republican or you're going to split the vote. You're going to, oh my God, you're going to split the vote if you run. We're going to have Beto O'Rourke. Again, take the civics class. But it's a shame that we just don't have. People should just be able to run, But now you got to pick the party, and you got to get controlled by the party. Well, you see, it doesn't matter. They're two. I said this on the state capitol steps the other day. I said it's two sides of the same damn coin, and you can actually see that little speech that I gave on the Texas GOP YouTube channel. Just a little 2.5-minute speech I gave the other day. I said, our problem here is we've got two sides of the same damn coin, Republicans and Democrats. What we've got. And they're both sticking it to us.
Mm-hmm.
You set them on fire when you.
It's either that or they were going to get really turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that sound effect definitely needs to play every time from now on. You
The
speak
panther.
at anything. Matthew McConaughey he's not gonna have a special sound effect.
He doesn't have a
he
cat
has
No.
sound.
He has one.
Look, does Matthew McConaughey have his own trash can? Back it out again, Mark.
Yeah, right.
Look at that thing
Well-
right there. Look at that beautiful trash can that I puked in
Gorgeous.
on Stu's stupid show. We're sitting there doing the show the other night. Lisa calls in. She FaceTimes in while we're taping the show.
Yeah, they were talking. I swear I did
Attention,
not know.
ho.
I did not.
Attention, ho.
I did not know you were talking about George. And they were all 3 sheets to the wind. And they're like, George's balls. Whoa. They were all wasted. Sarah's just pounding shots of Fireball. You're eating like seaweed chips that the producer got them. Like
And Jason Buttrell couldn't get enough of them.
he was eating them the whole night.
Yeah, he's like, these are good. They taste like baked Lay's.
They had some crocodile game out where you put your finger in, and if the crocodile, right?
Yeah.
You had to do a shot.
Stu's Power Hour.
Although-
people kept saying that's the quietest they've ever heard me. I'm like, I'm with 4 other people that are on television all the time.
You were very noticeably quiet, but I was wondering if you were just trying to keep it chill because you're running for governor.
No, it wasn't. I puked. I filled up the trash can a third of the way at the end of the show. Several people put that image on Instagram, that screen grab. It said, your future governor of Texas puking in the trash can, which I made myself do because I will never disappoint the people.
Never.
Never.
You were for the
disappoint
people,
The
Chad.
people wanted vomit, and I gave it to them.
You
My
did.
God.
You sure did. You
Yeah.
delivered that.
Funny. Funny stuff. A very high up official in Texas politics, a high up elected position, the head of his security detail came to me the other day. It said, when you're governor, could you make it so that we can wear jeans with our sport coats instead of having to wear? I was
That would
like,
be great.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
That's like
yeah.
major legislation. Like,
Jeans
I think
will
I
be
can
the
just-
dress up.
I think I can just go ahead and pass that.
Yeah,
and
I
say, y'all
mean,
are fine.
Really, learn from example.
Put some jeans on.
Like that and telling everybody who shot JR. Like those are top priorities for you.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then you can make legalized leggings for all women to wear all the time. We can always wear leggings no matter what.
Yes. And we'll have classes at the public education. We'll use $17.9 billion to teach y'all how to wear them properly.
That's right.
Right? Because I've seen some things.
Oh, so bad.
Seen some things.
Yeah.
So this is major political issues we're getting into.
This is deep.
What do you guys, I mean, property taxes, obviously. Guns are very important. Education, very big deal. There are smaller government, maintaining our state income tax legacy of not having it.
Right.
Those are important issues. What else? Healthcare, obviously. Our energy resources, which needs to be oil, gas, coal, and nuclear. We really got to investigate nuclear because that is the cleanest form of energy. Not to mention hydrogen. There's a lot of stuff out there. This wind turbine crap has got to go away. There's a lot of things that we need to be focused on. And I can't believe nobody said the border. We got to deal with this crisis at the border. Mental health, we got to deal with that. I'm telling you, there's a dozen issues that I'm focused on that we are hammering away at.
Frivolous occupational licensing. Kill that.
Okay, so if you go to Prather2022.com, I do mention that we've got to bring down this over-regulation of, like you said, occupational licensing. Because let's face it, maybe you're great at styling hair, but you're not great at taking tests or filing paperwork. Make that an easier process for people so they can go to work.
Yeah.
Right?
You've talked about this.
Issue.
You have talked about this. Yeah.
It's a real thing. I mean, we over license, we over regulate so many things.
Over test.
And once government gets involved, guess what? They don't get uninvolved. So hang tight, be right back. Oklahoma City is where we're going to be, National Cowboy Hall of Fame and a Heritage Museum. We're going to be there Friday night. Jesse Payton's going to be there. Not kid-friendly. Not kid-friendly, okay? Am I Crazy? My new book comes out in August. Pre-order it right now. They made us take the cuss words out of that. Jesse Payton would not be able to write a book. No cuss words.
that book would be on delay.
Yeah. Yeah, they specifically wanted us to. And it was, the book's wasn't loaded with cuss words. It just had a few places here and there.
You write the way you speak.
Right. Well, and much of it is some transcription of things that I've done. And Jennings, on some of the stuff he writes, he likes to call people bitch.
It's true. I say bitch at least 20 times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if he's writing anything, because we collaborated on some of the book, and it's he likes the word bitch.
I'm not opposed to that word either.
I'm not either, but it doesn't translate well when if it sounds like you're calling someone that.
Well, I do that too.
Sounds like I need to call the publisher up and call them a bitch.
I know.
Don't be
honest to God, it has been the best experience working with Humanix Books. That's our publisher. They're the best. They are really good, and it's been a phenomenal deal. So I'm encouraged that the book's coming out. Everything's on schedule. We are really pushing to get this sucker out. So the final edited manuscript sent back today.
Ugh.
And it's what's there is there. That baby is going to look like what it's going to look like.
The cover's already, because you could look it up on Amazon. It's already shot, the cover and everything.
Booyah. That's right.
Are you excited?
Yeah. Nervous.
Don't be nervous.
People got to buy it. It's going to be a New York Times bestseller.
It totally is.
100% it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. We're going to get that sucker. So I love you guys. Tune in tomorrow night. Take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you then. God bless. Bye.